Dan Wootton is getting in there early, I think, to save some of his mates by identifying, quote, the three people, the three men who have destroyed the greatest political party in history, quote. Rishi Sunak and his best mates, advisers, Liam Booth Smith and James Forsyth, sneered at Conservative members, dismissed concerns about high taxes and immigration, and didn't believe in the huge threat of Farage. I'm afraid Dan Wootton, not for the first time, is wrong. It's not just those three who are to blame for the failure. I think one also has to take into account the work of Isaac Levido, Nerissa Chesterfield, Oliver Dowden, a monumental twit, James Forsyth, of course, Richard Holden, another monumental twit, and, of course, Liam Booth Smith. Liam Booth Smith and James Forsyth are absolutely central to this issue, but I think the key is Isaac Levido and also Simon Case, the Cabinet Secretary, who has been kept on and on and on and has done a great deal of damage, not only to the Conservative Party and our government, but also to the royal family. The royal family and the King was furious at Rishi Sunak's mad dash back to Britain. But I think a lot of this lies at the feet of the protege of Linton Crosby, who ran the 2019 election, Isaac Levido. And simply because Crosby had success, it doesn't mean that Levido was going to. Levido runs his own private consultancy company, Fleetwood Strategy, and he was behind Sunak's U-turn, people believe, on zero targets. He has been trusted again and again and again, and is believed to be behind a lot of the decisions, though rumours suggest that he wasn't in favour of a July poll. So is it that in this case Sunak didn't listen to him? But nevertheless, he is part of that inner circle. Richard Holden has taken a leading role in the campaign, and his seat was in question, but he now seems to be securely located in somebody else's seat, and that is causing its own problem. And indeed, there is speculation that Rishi Sunak raced back from the Normandy beaches to support Richard Holden, and the Holden story seems to have gone quiet for a moment. Oliver Dowden, known as Olive, is Deputy Prime Minister and General Fool. He established himself in the Department of Digital Culture, Media and Sport and failed there, succeeded by people like Nadine Dorries. It really is a testing ground for incompetence. And the most Oliver Dowden can do is look like a disappointed vicar after hearing some sort of confession. But he is highly trusted by Sunak. James Forsyth, former journalist who was a school friend of the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister was his best man when he married Allegra Stratton, the journalist who went on to work as head of communication. So it's all very nepotistic, isn't it? And that is the problem. If you're not going to hear outside voices as Prime Minister, you are going to be in a spider's web of chaos. Not unlike Gavin Williamson's spider's web. Booth Smith. Booth Smith is another one. He was part of this joint economic unit. He's a late addition to the inner circle, but nevertheless very much an addition. And Nerissa Chesterfield, who is considered very hard-working, she began with the Vote Leave company under Dominic Cummings, and she has handled communications for Rishi Sunak since he was Chancellor. So again, very much part of the inner circle, and dangerous to have inner circles of that intensity. But Labour is following in the same mould, with Morgan McSweeney, Pat McFadden, Sue Gray, Jonathan Ashworth, Ellie Reeves and Matthew Doyle. Same sort of inner selection. A Prime Minister needs to listen to a wide range of individuals and needs to cast his net widely, or cast her net widely. This inner sanctum, this kitchen cabinet thing, particularly when these people are not elected, is a dangerous route to go down. And I suppose the formula was set by Tony Blair. It doesn't mean that it's a good thing to ape, and it doesn't mean that it's always successful. In Blair's case, it was. Blair was lucky. I don't think those who followed Blair and followed this particular formula have been so lucky.